Hello, everyone.
Today we're gonna do a one-shot.
Hi!
I'm Tyler.
I'm Tiernan.
And I'm me.
Alright, we're gonna do Super Punch-Out. Play. We're gonna talk about some serious shit here.
Like how much Capcom sucks. How disappointing EA is.
Gloss Joe.
What is that? Can we... Oh, we
We're
spend...
doing it in endless mode.
Do we spend points to upgrade our things, or...?
Yes. Upgrade health.
No, we spend the monies to...
No, you also have stuff up there.
Oh, yeah, 3 balls of justice. Strength build?
Uppercut. Skip attack.
And do we set before the fight? Alright.
I have not actually seen these people's Punch Club videos yet, so this is my first encounter with Punch Club.
Come on, Rocky! You can do it!
Rocky powers.
Oh, we just sit here and
Punch
do
him!
nothing.
Yeah. We set it up and we try to watch them fight it out.
So,
Ah.
yeah, the new Outlaws doesn't seem that really interesting to me.
Outlast.
Well,
here's the thing, right?
at the very beginning, it does have some really nice scares, and I was actually scared right off the bat. But,
Atmosphere is what makes it.
Okay, one
Yeah.
of my biggest problems, right?
which is one of my favorite things in a game like that.
First off, my biggest problem is this. You find so many weapons just lying around. I'm talking, and I don't mean like little like kitchen knives. I'm talking axes, machetes, pitchforks, something you could very easily kill someone with, and
Yep.
he never takes them.
Yeah.
Which
There's one
is
thing-
my biggest
there's
problem
one
with any
Okay.
horror mode.
Like say the end thing that's chasing you, you can't shoot. Even if you did,
Yep.
it wouldn't work, and you can't stab it. That makes it feel scarier because you really can't do anything against it.
Right.
But when your character's just being kind of a to be
Dumbass.
honest, a bitch, then it's not scary. It's frustrating.
Like, it starts off with, like, your character is a recorder, not a fighter. Your objective is to hide and run away. There are weapons of which a child can use to kill people.
Yeah, against some very nasty people.
But not particularly scary people. Because, I mean, here's the thing. Yeah, that woman with the pitchfork,
Yeah,
it seems scary, but she's like 5'3" and like thin as a twig.
What are you talking about? She kills Evans?
She has
Ev-
a magical
Ev-
scythe. That's what makes her scary. Possibly witchcraft, but
But I mean, I'm just talking about the normal dudes who are literally just like Billy Bobby Joe who decided he wants to do you in.
I'm gonna kill you, boy. That guy.
I think my biggest thing with that game is its emphasis on the whole rape theme.
That is a very large.
It has a very heavy induced rape theme to it.
Yeah, nice. Like Dead Space had a good atmosphere going with the creepy derelict strip.
Right?
And though I'm not particularly 100% against that, because I feel like that's a fairly creepy thing that a lot of people really don't touch on, for good reason, mind you. But I feel like it was done poorly.
You're out of
See-
points.
See, yeah, I know. See, that's the kind of thing you have to do very, very, very well, or
Damn
it
it.
turns out just kind of being weird.
I understand. Don't gas out.
You guys know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's not done right, it's very creepy.
Yeah, but it's like they had the atmosphere. It just felt to me like they didn't have what they needed to make the rest of the game.
Yeah. Atmosphere is all they have.
Which is what you see in a lot of games nowadays. They have like these amazing starts, and because of their budget times, they have crap endings.
Or you got like a Ninja Machine for Pigs, where you had an interesting premise to start, right? But it just kind of fell through. There was apparently a lot of the parts never really had any real danger. Like, You never got like brutally murdered by pigmen, which kind of, you know, oh no, it hits you and you run away, or but you can still stand. You can stand there all day and get hit.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the first one where the naked nude man is gonna call the face.
Also,
You're going.
also, like, of what I've seen of the new Outlast one, so far, I'm not really impressed with it because, in my personal opinion, the old Outlast, and I know this is a saying a lot of people do use and it's very annoying to people, but the old Outlast seemed to be a bit better than this one because it had, like, its atmosphere
Okay,
was there.
its
You had a
monsters,
reason to be there.
the
Your
guys-
helicopter didn't just crash.
The guy is trying to kill you, like the big muffly beefy guy.
Right.
Looked like he could actually kill you. I mean, he actually looked like you weren't gonna hit him with a pipe and get away,
Yeah.
or even win. Like he was going to kill the shit out of you. And just because I thought Miles was kind of a bitch, which to be fair, he kind of was, he was facing some rather horrific things.
Yeah, but he had a reason not to fight.
Yeah, because they
He
were
had
going
a
to tear
reason
his
not-
little baby head off. and,
No,
like,
not
play
only
basketball.
that. Not only that. He had a reason not to fight. He actually needed to get back so that he could finish the. He could actually turn in the recording.
Yeah, but he couldn't fight if he wanted to. Which everything
That
he was
too.
facing was, well, what you said.
Beefed up steroids mother effers hell bent on
or
eating him.
Horrible possessed creatures,
Or the twins.
creepy
who were-
twins, were as creepy as they were nude, or the doctor who
Also, there was a real sense of danger.
I think really could have killed you in a straight up fight. Like in a straight
Like,
fight, he would have.
His leg literally.
Yeah, it got
gets-
broken later.
Yeah, and there are scenes in Outlast 1, and spoiler alert, skip farther ahead if you don't want to hear this, but later on, there's a guy literally trying to cut your dick off.
No, that's not Outlast. That's the DLC. We're talking about Outlast 1. No, you get your fingers chopped off. God, they love that whole mutilation thing.
Yeah, but in
Oh.
Outlast 2, there isn't any of that. There
Really?
is,
You don't get mutilated?
oh, I got bruised. Here's a band-aid.
Oh, they got no one loses any limbs.
Yeah, they do have the interesting thing with the inventory, to where the inventory is around your chest, and you can actually see how many batteries you have, see your band-aids, and you actually do have a supply of them. But it's just like, there's no danger there at all. Plus, your batteries die extremely quickly.
I bought a dollar store camera.
Don't push me back, Tyler. Sorry. It's just like, you guys are holding me very close to the
But,
mic, and I don't want to be that
Yeah,
loud.
you can keep going.
Yeah.
But okay, the problem. I think it's a big problem with a lot of horror games. They're not really scary anymore.
Yeah. Because they're reusing things that are like
They're,
a decade old.
yeah, they're trying to shock value when the shock value is past. I guess.
Here's the thing. When games like this started coming out, they were very new and they were very controversial. But if I mean, when was the last time a game came out that didn't involve something killing someone? Is someone killing someone really that horrifying anymore? I mean, really?
No, not
How
really.
many movies, games, media? It's
Yeah, but I think my biggest problem with the horror games nowadays is they try too much for the jump value of it, and for me, I feel like there should be more effort put into the more thought put into your atmosphere and the way your people act towards certain things, not just boo.
Now, this is gonna sound super edgy when I say it, right?
Shoot.
But I feel like for a scary game to be scary, at least for me, it has to be something that would scare me. Now in Dead Space, let's use Dead Space as an example. Yeah, I think I'd probably be shitting my pants the whole time, but I can't really be scared of something I can easily dismember with a plasma cannon. And in an Outlast, especially the second Outlast game, I think I'd be jumpy and I think I'd be nervous and I'd definitely be scared, but I don't think I'd be absolutely petrified because the first building you walk into has a machete embedded into a table. And there's also a dead body in there. So the first thing any rational human being is thinking is, oh, this guy has a knife in his face. His blood is fresh. Oh, is that a person peering through the window, muttering about how he's going to murder me? That's fun. I'll just take this machete.
Well, I caught video tap because that's been wrong. I just would have left the way I came in. Obviously, some nasty things are happening in the hospital. I'm out.
Also, here's another thing.
I got my evidence.
Here's another thing. Going off of what Kieran said, you walk in. First room you get into, there's a machete inside of the face of a man. There's your video, right there.
There's my evidence.
There's your video. There's no
my
need to go through the
evidence
entire
was,
thing.
Listen, they're under investigation for dodgy practices in Europe. I mean, dodgy shit. And you know what? This is pretty dodgy.
No, that's not Outlast 1. That's Outlast 2. But you know what?
No, Outlast 2 is in America. It's in Arizona.
Yeah,
no,
I know.
Outlast 1 is in America.
No, but in
the
Outlast
corporation-
1.
Yeah, you
but
said
in
in Europe.
Outlast 1.
No, they had in the lore when you walk driving up.
Yeah.
You read it. It says they've been investigated in Europe in multiple countries for very nasty practices.
Right.
So
But what I wanted
that's
to
why
mention,
you're here.
and also here's another
Same
thing in
reason.
Outlast 1 that really made me go like, then why the fuck am I still here? First hallway you enter before you get to the point of no return, there are bullet holes in hallways where like it looks like people got lined up and shot because there's blood everywhere.
Also, why are there
So
bullet holes there?
Why are you still there then? You
At-
should be leaving.
At that time, why are there bullet holes? Because it even says in the lore, there are no people with bullets there.
There's supposed to be no.
There are
guns
no
in that
guns
facility.
there until later on when the military shows up. And by that time,
Private
you're
security.
committed.
Private security.
No, the private.
9 mil. So you have that, but there's still bloodstains. That's still enough evidence. Gunshots and
Exactly.
bloodstains.
Why does he take the effort of going
Why
all the
does
way
he
around when you
also-
literally have a quick exit right behind you?
Also, here was another thing you had to notice. There was no security guards.
There was no
There were
personnel.
holes in the fences, and when you drive up, you literally see lights dying on your approach. Like the building is like power is out.
No, I guess there was the
there
whole
actually
thing.
is. Do you know about the secret ending, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah. That's like the rational thing when he goes, "Oh, get back in your car." But that was less evidence than what you would have gathered just by seeing the dead guy with the machete. That should be your secret ending when you go back to that when you see that, and you like drive in and then you get the whole thing with the evidence compiled because that's when you got it. See, unlike Dead Space where you crashed your ship and honestly, even if you want to
Well,
escape,
I think the whole thing was simply the fact that there was an experiment going on that was turning Billy into this monster.
or summoning something or whatever they were doing. It never really described
And
what
then,
he
like-
was doing. It appears he was trying to do some sort of arcane ritual, but using science as the catalyst instead.
It looked to me like they were trying to hypnotize them or create some kind.
Okay, so
No,
this
on
is
the
how they
on the
just...
blackboard they had some like messed up occultist crap.
Yeah.
So obviously they were delving into some weird stuff, and you know, an Outlast it never really described. You can't describe the thing in the
It's
school.
the government's fault.
Yeah, well, it's his.
Thanks, Obama. That isn't a dead meme.
Dead as dead gets.
Dead as dead can be. First it killed the Romans, and now it's killing me. Memes. Thanks. The cost for... That's right, 4chan. You're the reason Rome fell. You and Keck. Keck destroyed Rome. Dick. But...
So, I mean, like in Outlast 1, let's be honest.
Oh, by the way, this is a one-off video. I don't think we said that.
We did. I said
Yeah.
it. 'Cause that
Miles
we've already beaten.
Miles is just an idiot. There's no way around it. Kinda
Exactly.
daft.
But in Outlast 2, like, your objective is to find the girl.
It's your
You
wife.
find her. No, not your wife. She is not your wife in Outlast 2.
She's not. I thought she was sure to. be
Nope.
like-
She is the girl who, like, on a news company, she's the girl with the microphone, you're the guy with the camera.
Okay, but here's the thing. You gotta think about it this way. If she disappears and you come back and you told her where they were, and you're like, yeah, Pete, I found a dude with a machete in his face. Just send the National Guard.
It's Arizona. There's gonna be the Arizona Rangers, National Guard.
Well, the first dude you come across in Outlast 2 is a dude who blew his own brains out because he was sad about something that happened, and it's very cryptic. But it does give you clues like, oh, this guy sacrificed his kid for one thing or another. Why?
Okay, so here's what's going on, right?
It never actually explains why they do it. Whether they're trying, because like, in some instances, you can try and guess that they're trying to summon the Antichrist, but then they're against the Antichrist. And it's like, Then you have Daddy and Mother.
who are all.
No, Mother is the girl you're trying to save. They just call her Mother. And then Daddy is the dude going around screwing all the girls in the village.
Yeah, by convincing them that he's like the only holy person, so they can only have sex with him.
No, his seed is holy, and he will purify them of the demons within.
Cult leader stuff.
Yeah.
With the
That is actually a letter that you can find in Outlast 2.
Yeah, no, I know. That's. And though I don't exactly mind that, because that's stuff that crazy cult leaders like to do. I just feel like, I mean, here's what my big problem.
I feel like they didn't try.
I feel like the thing that messes with me is that there was nothing like intimidating, like super. There was nothing like that separated Daddy. He was just some fat dude. You could have just hit him in the face with a machete and it would all be over.
You could have just punched him in the face.
Yeah.
You could have just tried. Once.
But here's the other thing. Like, I think the weirdest thing in that game is the letter to the father.
Yeah, it was
Because, like, it's, I think, like, the third letter you find, once again, spoilers, it's the third letter you find in the game. And what it ends up saying, it goes almost exactly like this. Where it goes, I had a dream where I was screwed by Satan, and I birthed the Antichrist. I want to fuck you.
Yeah, that was the letter, and I feel.
And it was like, really? You, in your dream, a demon has sex with you. You wake up, and your first thought is, I want to have sex with the dude who runs my church.
That's so lazy sounding.
And it's like,
I mean, like
it
That
helps
sounds
with
so
it helps with
lazy.
the atmosphere of these people are crazy, but it's just like,
did you even try?
exactly.
Did you?
It's like, is there a try button on here? Or is there just the lazy try?
Sorry.
No problem.
I can say Capcom did one good thing with Resident Evil 7. Aside from the usual, the weird plot they go for, I really enjoyed the aesthetic of it. Because I feel like somebody went to Louisiana, right? Went, this is very spooky, and then did scoured the swamp to get the perfect locale. I did like it, like the locale and everything. It's kind of underused, just I think kind of creepy place, especially at night.
Yeah.
And I like the first-person view, because something that's not very scary in third person can be pretty scary in first, because you don't have 360 vision.
What I think
You can't see
what I
behind
think is going to be the most amazing thing for Capcom, especially for a game like Resident Evil 7 that just came out, when they finally perfect the Oculus Rift. I think games like that will soar.
I actually probably wouldn't get the Oculus Rift. I don't like it. I
Why?
don't like the thing on my head. I don't like seeing through the eyes and all that. I like sitting down and seeing the game on the screen.
I think it would be extremely interesting if you have another slot.
Yeah, no.
I'm not really into horror that much. I like my strategy
I can
games.
play a lot of horror
I like
games, but I
RPGs.
genuinely just don't find them scary.
Now I could play Skyrim and a game like Skyrim and an Oculus Rift, but I need a controller in
Though,
my hands.
to be honest, I feel like I'm a bad judge of horror games because I can't really find a game scary when I can just go dick deep and no matter what happens in the game, nothing's actually going to happen to me. So it's like,
But the problem is horror games run up two veins. Either I can dismember something, so it's not scary, or my character I'm playing is such an unbelievable wuss that I just don't feel bad when he gets cut in half because it's his fault that he didn't grab the machete on the table.
Yeah, which, like, bringing it back to what Tiernan said, that's why I feel like the Oculus Rift would make horror games a lot better, especially for someone like you, Tiernan.
alright.
Because, like, you said, your biggest thing is you don't find them scary because you can bring yourself back into, well, it is in a game. In the Oculus Rift, many people have actually said this, to where they could not determine between the game and reality.
That's very dangerous, actually. That's
Well,
really.
when the Oculus Rift was on their head, they couldn't figure out, like, it looked really realistic to where it actually felt like they were being breathed on by other people.
Weird, because I can tell the difference between the game and reality. Right?
Well, what it is it's your brain directly seeing it in front of your eyes, and it's your brain reacting and according. It's more of the placebo effect. But I feel like if we put Tiernan in an Oculus Rift environment, then a horror game might actually be more effective when you are playing it, Tiernan.
Ew.
Am I?
Because,
no.
like, you're saying your big problem is you are so separated from the screen and yourself that you're like, well, why is this scary to me? I can literally just back up and nothing touches me. In the Oculus Rift, you moving your body moves the character. So your mind often goes to the conclusion that that must be your actual environment.
I could never actually have an Oculus Rift. Most people, I don't think, could. There's really just no room for it. Physical space. I can't have something where I have to physically back up. I have nowhere to do it.
No, there's the controllers.
Yeah, but the problem is that they're just not me. So it's not my body. It's not me. It's some other guy.
No,
So
but
if
what it
he
is,
gets
is
eaten by
it's
a
very
girl-
easy to say that outside of the Oculus Rift, but inside of it, your brain will. It's your brain trying to determine the difference.
You're tricking yourself.
Yeah, because you've seen the Oculus Rift from
It
other
makes me
people.
sick, actually.
Yeah,
But
you've seen
hey,
the Oculus Rift by watching other people play the Oculus Rift. You have never actually been inside one. But the people who have been inside one even have said, yeah, now that I take it off, it's very clear that it's a game and it's not a real world thing going on. But when it's on my head, I feel like I'm there.
I couldn't play a horror game. I would not enjoy it.
But Tiernan, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, the reason I brought it up is because Tiernan said that it was his point in horror games don't affect him because he's separated from the game. Do you think being that close to the game would affect you?
Oh, I definitely think it would affect me. In the ways it's supposed to.
Right?
But it just comes back down to, especially in a game like Outlast, I would always have a disconnect from the game, because I'll run up to an item and think, why can't I pick this up?
Exactly. And I get, like, here's another thing with horror games is, like, games should allow you, like, I know game
My
game
Outlast
companies
experience
do
would
have.
end very quickly because I'd see that, right? I see the bullet holes, and I'd leave. I'd
Yeah.
try to get back into my car, take off.
Yeah.
And I try to
See,
do it as
like,
quickly
here-
and sneakily as possible.
Here's another thing why I think a lot of horror games, where a lot of horror games will go wrong, is that they have all these things laying around, and the normal average person, no matter where you're from, even if you have no training with using blunt objects, would pick that object up. Because
a blunt object's a blunt object.
If a child can grab a bat and beat a person to death, you can guarantee a grown man can do exactly the same.
Especially if I work out. What if I'm actually really, really jacked? I mean, you can't say that the guy who works out a lot isn't going to take a bat and then hit someone in the face with it. and
Well,
do damage.
the people you are playing at
Are
don't
really
work out at all.
shrimpy. Yeah, that's the problem with
Exactly.
the disconnect, though. If their body isn't like your body, your brain's gonna have a hard time.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though, right? It's not that I don't think they work out. I just don't think that they're like particularly jacked. But I mean, they don't work office jobs. They do have to get up and they have to go places and they have to move.
Which is where their endurance comes from.
And I mean, here's the thing, right? Just being healthy makes you not weak.
Right.
I mean,
So-
it will make you strong enough to get the job
Yeah,
done.
which is why I feel like when horror games do hit the Oculus Rift market, they should hit it in such a way to where people can easily go into that kind of market, in that kind of environment, and pick up the wrench that you can use to beat a man's skull in if he gets
But
too
it's
close
not
to you.
really scary if you.
But
can
here's the
beat
thing.
everything.
Here's how I
Well,
think
there
it should
are
have been
things
done.
that you can't beat. Like, Sean, there are things that you can't beat.
No, here
Things
was-
you won't
No,
beat.
here's my opinion on it. Outlast should have been the way it was. We were supposed to be very stealthy because a lot of the, unless they're like the scary monster people, they're usually traveling in groups. And though I have confidence you could take him one-on-one when you have your machete or axe or
What
whatever.
What?
But I mean,
Why?
he's talking about the alien. I felt like it should have been, though Sean, I know it wouldn't be really your thing anyways, I feel like it should have been more like a stealth game, where you are sneakily crushing, taking out these people systematically, instead of just hiding and running like a bitch. You should be, like, stealth kills should have been a more of a prominent thing, because I'm just saying,
Like a D&D assassin?
if I'm like holding like a hatchet and I'm standing
They
behind
literally
one of the
copy pasted those two.
yeah, I know. And I'm standing behind the person who might be trying to kill me. I'm just gonna hit him in the back of the head with the hatchet. I mean,
Well,
let's
what
just-
happens when he doesn't fall?
But I mean, like in Outlast 2, they're normal people. They're gonna
Yeah.
die.
If he's not falling, it's because he's just trying to reach up the back of the head like this and die. Because most people
No,
cannot
no.
take
What
an
I,
axe to the head.
no, what I'm saying is like.
And if you're
no,
going
what
into
I'm
that,
saying
you're going into
is
supernatural.
like the original people in Outlast who were these really crazy-looking buff people. What happens when you hit one of them in the back of the head? They turn around and smack you.
Then they're not human, and you never had a chance to begin with.
Exactly.
Because you're not.
Exactly,
But
that's
also,
what
that
I think
opens up
horror
a
games-
can of worms, and you know what? It's not realistic, and people will get turned off by that. Because you know what? It's not scary, more annoying. Because you know what? They're some sort of magic creature.
Well, isn't that the kind of horror game you were saying you wanted to make?
Uh,
Where there's a magic creature that is impossible to kill?
Not impossible. Just you're not going to do it when it comes right then.
You're not gonna kill it with your hands.
You're not going to
Well,
kill it
you-
because you're a man.
Well, you said that there are people where it's immune, like the horde mode of the game you guys are talking about is immune to both bullets and
No, it's not immune to bullets. It's just resistant to bullets.
also for the people listening, I'm sorry if my voice fluctuates. I have a lot of back issues due to my height, and I have to constantly go back and forth to try and pop my back. So I'm sorry if
Well,
my
think
body
about this.
does
In D&D
fluctuate.
terms, it might have 100 HP, right? But you only can do a max of 3 points of damage when you shoot it.
With a pistol.
So you'll unload the whole clip and do 3 points of damage. Do you feel confident trying to take it on?
No.
No, but finding certain items in the game world can make you
No,
do up
but
to 20
you guys
points.
even said that.
And you even have the capability of leveling up yourself.
And the thing is about the monster itself, it doesn't even have 100 HP. It has like 40. It's a sneaky creature.
No, you said that the hard mode is where it comes out as a human and then turns into this giant
no.
fucking abomination that
Human-
just
A
starts
humanoid
slaughtering
creature
people.
summons multiple of the stealthy ones from the normal mode, presenting a bigger challenge.
No,
More
but
than
you
one.
guys said it's immune. No, like when you guys were talking to me
No,
about it,
is
you
not-
said it was
is not immune to
bullets.
It
and
is a
immune
mage.
to-
It's a mage, so you cannot attack it with bullets when it's aware you're there, because then it'll just stop your bullets, like any good mage.
Yes, which
Wait.
means you have to have strategy, and you actually have to grab items from the game world in balance. because you can acquire those.
You keep turning to me to talk, and I'm very, very touched that you are doing that. But
Sorry. Gotta
there
look
is
at
a
the
mic that is directly in front of us
Yes,
that we
but-
should be speaking into. But unfortunately,
We are
guys,
not
that
done.
is where
No, we will finish.
our
this
timer
before I
has
last.
hit. So this
We'll
will be
finish the
our
last
fight that we
Yeah.
are going to do.
You'll be able to acquire items and skills in the game world and things to aid in your struggle. Now, the easy mode really is more or less of a horror situation for people who are not
So what?
into
You're gonna
horror,
be
and
on
more of a survival
What was
horror.
his name? Brett on E. You're gonna be Brett. Brett held hostage during The Walking Dead.
What?
What?
What was the dude's name who was held hostage?
Oh, Eugene.
Yeah, Eugene held hostage during The Walking Dead. You're
Sean
gonna
doesn't
be
watch.
on Easy Street.
Sean doesn't watch. Oh, you mean Daryl? Oh, you mean Daryl.
Daryl. Eugene?
I was trying to make a joke. I thought you guys saw where I was going.
I don't watch The Walking Dead.
I watched it. I kind of blanked out there for a second.
It was a joke, and both of you have failed me.
No. But yeah.
We beat that guy in literally like 5 punches.
Yep.
Almost impossible, I say.
I don't think we lost even once.
It said almost impossible. It said this was almost impossible. You lied to me.
Well, you guys have played this before. You didn't win. You didn't get first place. I think that's the impossible one where you get first place. But everyone, that is where we're gonna have to leave the video off.
We'll see you guys next time. The next one shot. I was T.
And I'm an S.
And I am Tyler, the co-star.
We will see you all in the next part. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.